But your biggest mistake that you could ever do when it comes to me is doubt me. Alright, hey guys, it is iGloriaaa back with another video. You like my hair? I'm giving them TLC. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is so that they can't get no love from me. I'm giving them like Missy Elliott. See my shoulders? I have a natural glow because my name is Gloria, so we glow naturally. So today's video, I'm about to tell y'all the real tea. So today's video is about to be about this past year semester in school, and it's been a lot. It's been a long semester, guys, but we finally made it. Everything from COVID and the whole nine. So let's begin from fall semester. For many of you guys who don't know, right, well, yeah, this is technically, I've completed 1 full year at UMBC. I transferred here last year and it's been a great time. You know, I've made a lot of friends. I've, you know, met a lot of people, a lot of characters, and a lot of just really cool people that I am so glad I met, and like we can continue this life together and stuff like that. For those who don't know, my major is health administration and public policy with a focus on public health, and I am also a double major in Africana studies. So yes, I went from a minor to a double major because Africana studies is just my life and I just adore my major so much. So this past year, I smiled, but if you knew what it took to get here. Anyways, so what happened? Fall semester, I was a part of the illustrious ASA board, African Student Council, no, Association, African Student Association. I was one of the PRs on our board, and that was something. I mean, y'all, that's a story time in itself. Anyways, but that was a huge experience for me. I feel like fall semester had to have been probably the hardest semester so far at UMBC. I met a lot of characters, a lot of people who came in and out of my life. I mean, with a swiftness, it's crazy. But yeah, that semester was really a trying semester for me. I could definitely say that I wasn't necessarily the most focused on my academics. I was more focused on a lot of social things and trying to please a lot of people. So that semester taught me a lot about myself and a lot about people in general. There are people, like, if you're anything like me, you love people, you adore people, you are a people pleaser sometimes, and it's either a blessing and a curse. People naturally gravitate to you because of your energy and things like that. Like, you give off just such, like, people just feel comfortable when you're around you. So sometimes you just attract the wrong people. That's just what it is. I won't necessarily say everything from that semester was a complete like waste and trash. Like, and even the people who I ended up falling out with eventually, I don't necessarily have any beef with them, but I will definitely say that it did a lot to me. Okay, I feel like I was too available. I made myself way too available to some people that kind of did not deserve it, in all honesty. And I also just felt like the people who I needed to give the time to, I didn't, because I felt like they were always gonna be there. So that semester taught me a lot about myself and taught me that I would do anything to just kind of keep people. And it stems from a lot of things, and that's why I'm glad this whole COVID thing happened, because I'm able to learn this about myself. But that semester really exposed a lot to me. That semester also taught me the need for counseling and, like, you know, utilizing your resources on campus, from UHS to your counseling on campus to all these different resources that are given to us. Because listen, the school knows you're gonna go through more than just class stress. That's just the truth. We go through these things often, and that's why they have counselors on campus. That was the first time I ever actually checked out the counseling service on campus, and it was great. It sucks that I waited so long to do so, but I definitely am glad that I did go to the counseling services. As far as like ASA goes, that was a very eventful semester. I mean, from events, if you know, you know, to just being on the board. That was a very eventful semester. I feel like fall semester also taught me something, that people are not going to tell you how much you're worth. If anything, people are gonna make use of your value if you don't know. And that to me was my story. I felt like I didn't know how much I was worth. I didn't know how much my talents were worth. I didn't know how much my opinion and how much I personally, me, Gloria, was worth that semester. So a lot of things that happened to me that semester, from friendships that I fell out of, all of that in itself literally is the epitome of you don't know how much you're worth, and people are going to go ahead and take advantage of your value. Simple. I have nothing else to say about that. My grades definitely suffered, and the worst part is, like, there was this one class that I had already repeated the second time that semester, and I tried to make sure that I stayed on top of it with that specific class. But you know, I had a situation with the professor where Shawty was really trying to play me. Like, literally, I was sick, I fell sick, and I wasn't able to take the final exam. And then on top of that, my group members, we didn't do well on the project, hit us literally, I went from a B to a D in a blink of an eye. I said, wow. This was literally the start of a very terrible end, because this is my second time taking a core class for my major. And then even on top of all of that too, I had a situation with one of my classes, my African Studies classes, that was also a core class, and I was so close to failing the class. But there was something my professor said to me that semester. I could pull up the email for y'all to see, because this email is what kick-started my journey for spring semester. She said, I have never experienced this level of laxity from a student at UMBC, and I must express my disappointment. That right there took me out. That right there took me out. And I really want to thank God for my friends, like, who were there for me at that time period. Like, it's y'all know yourselves. Shout out to y'all, because you know what I went through that specific time period. I remember, like, and Kennedy was wrapping me up about, I told him that email. I remember that day I was literally crying my eyes out. I was like, Kennedy, like, what happened? Da-da-da-da-da, she's not gonna accept my paper. It was so bad. And then Kennedy decided, you know what, let's go get some food. Let's go to Boardwalk. I cried my eyes out. He told me, Gloria, next semester, 4.0 glow. 4.0 in the mindset, 4.0 in your grades, 4.0 in the way you move, 4.0 glow next semester. I definitely didn't get a 4.0, but just understand, like, my GPA doubled. Like, it was mad. Like, my GPA was the lowest it has ever been that semester. But after everything, with great, like, friends, a great support system, great family, and things like that, literally my GPA went up from there. And I remember telling people this. I said, listen, it was fall semester that made me think this way, but your biggest mistake that you could ever do when it comes to me is doubt me. The minute you start to doubt me, that's the minute you just messed up. Because the thing with me is, all I need to do is refocus. But what you did was you already just, like, counted me out. So I felt like I had a lot of those doubts, and I experienced a lot of just doubting myself and people doubting me. And that's what really happened to me fall semester. So winter break, I took that time to kind of start leveling up and really focusing on myself. I made like great friends, which is so weird, like, randomly. And then I actually have a friend who literally said, so I'm gonna just let you know right now, my purpose right now, like, in your life, is to make sure that you move forward. Like, I care to see you succeed. And that meant so much to me. Like, that around this time period, as people were leaving, God was bringing in people who actually cared to see me succeed, cared to see me past the level that I was at. Gloria's mindset just done shifted. Like, a lot of things I was entertaining last semester, I wasn't entertaining this semester. A lot of the things I let slide last semester, I did not let slide this semester. And even when it came to my grades and my school, that stuff came first. And yes, there was ASA stuff or whatever the case may be, but that wasn't my priority spring semester. And it also helped with this whole COVID thing, because obviously everything was canceled, everything had stopped. And there was just a lot of things, and I started to find myself really get overwhelmed by the things that were going on within ASA and stuff. So I was like, you know what, nah. So fast forward, so this semester, like I said, my GPA definitely doubled, allowing me to, like, be eligible for a lot of scholarships and things like that. So I'm just kind of like, God, like, is this you? Like, you literally were not gonna let up this semester. I will continue to be bouncing back moving forward, but I say all this to say, like, this past year was definitely a learning year for me, a trying year for me. And I think anti-COVID, simply because if things happen where you can now start to see where your focus, like, fell short. And then as time continued, things were being exposed. And I said, God, you are real, my Father. Like, It's crazy. I'm talking about people will randomly call me and just confess things, and I'm like, what is actually going on right now? Or even I'll just be certain areas, y'all don't even. And it sucks that this is how I have to talk, because a lot of people will know me as somebody like just that doesn't like nonsense, that doesn't like drama, that doesn't like noise. I actually hate that stuff, because I'm the same person that doesn't like confrontation. So you gonna sit down here and put me inside of nonsense? But did you just think that I wasn't going to like find out? Like, I'm just trying to understand. But you know what? It is what it is. Like, we move forward. But yeah, so moving forward, unfortunately, I will not be a part of ASA next semester, because I mean, there's just a lot of other things that one could be involved with. And if I'm not involved with anything, I have a channel that needs focusing. I have a brand, Afrolens, that needs focusing on, and I just have academics that needs focusing on. Ahida will be graduating very soon. So it's just one of those things where it's like, it's just an organization. But who, Lord. When I say growth, that's an understatement. That's literally all I could truly say. Growth holistically is crazy. It caused me to actually kickstart this new journey of focusing on myself, on self-love. And it's crazy because I never really truly get into those things, but it caused me to go through that. When you start looking up, it's like, all right, God, what's next? God said you. I'm next. So I'm like, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. So moving forward, I mean, yes, it has caused a lot of issues in certain like friendships. It has caused a lot of issues with people in general who are so used to just me being a yes man and everything like that. But I mean, you only have one life to live. And I think I would have failed myself, my future children, and just my future if I don't decide to pick Gloria. But yeah, so I think I've wrapped enough because I don't want this video to be extremely long, but just understand, in a nutshell, what did I learn? I learned to pick me. You make way for everybody and it's still not enough. You have to pick yourself. If you're watching this video, I'm telling you, you've made way for everybody. It's not enough. You have to pick yourself, and the time to pick yourself is now. Be easy with yourself, because it's not going to be easy, but like, the time to pick yourself is now, and it's better to start than to never start and just be worried about, oh my God, the journey is going to be so hard. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been patient with me, and you are there like just following the journey. That's why I have this channel. You know, I was able to drop some things, but y'all didn't know what Ahida was actually going through. If you paid attention to the Christmas vlogmas stuff, you would hear the situations. You would probably see it in my face that Ahida was not in a good place. But hey, things happen and we're here and we're happy and we're moving forward. Yeah, anyways, I've wrapped. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in another video. Check out my socials and let me know down below like your thoughts on everything. You know, how are you feeling? How is everything going with you? How was this past semester, even with this whole COVID stuff? But yeah, I'm about to dip. I like a lot of things to do. You like my hair? I like my hair if you don't. All right, bye.